everybody, how are you? Before I start this video, let me introduce myself. My name is Linda Puspitasari. I hope all of us will be in good health. And in this video, I will discuss about wedding organization. The success of a wedding party certainly does not escape the bold hand of the wedding planner. For weddings with hundreds or even thousands of invitation, one the supporter of the success of the event is the hard work of the wedding organizer. So, what is the real wedding planner and wedding organizer? So, a wedding planner is someone who has planned everything related to the wedding. From when to hold family meetings, vendors, rehearsals, to when the bride and groom have to do the maintenance before the wedding. Meanwhile, a wedding organizer is someone who have planned and organized the wedding party on the day, such as arranging vendors as well as managing the nominal money that the prospective bride and groom must pay for the party. In general, both the wedding planner and wedding organizer are always placed for the client to consult on various matters related to marriage. For example, selection of place, makeup, wedding gown, traditional clothing, catering, florist, wedding photography, invitation, souvenir, sound system, party effect, entertainment, presenter, and other performers. This job really requires a high level of care like taking care of one's own family. A wedding planner must be able to organize his client's wedding. A wedding planner must be good and placing himself as a mediator and unifying the two families of the prospective bride and groom, and positioning himself as a friend of the bride and groom. The wedding planner must be counted on to overcome the preparatory drama of the wedding. My client believe if you truly understand and master on the intricacies of marriage, both traditional and international. As a wedding organizer, you must also collect a reference and a network of vendors and other suppliers. If you can also get the necessary licenses and insurance, a wedding organizer must also understand marketing as well as work arrangement according to the job description of each section. And last but not least, always keep a brush of the trends of marriage. In the wedding organizer business, you must have a strong mentality because when you are coaching, making sure the schedule of event goes according to plan, it is not uncommon for some parties to be unregulated, especially by strangers. Running a wedding organizer business means coordinating the parties involved in the wedding. Ultimately, a very diverse mindset, character, and personality. Despite its work, the wedding organizer needs skill to lead, become a mediator, negotiate, diplomacy, and the communication is very important in order to accommodate the wishes and hopes of prospective candidates and their families. The main task of a wedding organizer is to arrange the course of the event starting for the marriage contact, the wedding ceremony, catering, bridal makeup, to documentation. Wedding organizer job is humble personality, a responsive and reliable. When discussing wedding planning, this is the time for the wedding organizer team to explain to the package offered is detailed at affordable and convincing price so that the client will feel interested and decide to use a wedding organizer service. Usually, the packages offered include the selection of a wedding dress, the size of the tent, and the theme of the traditional ceremony. After the bride and groom choose a package that is available, the wedding organizer will provide an estimate price couple who are prospective husband and wife. Will uses the service of the wedding organizer certainly do not pay a small fee for each so that they understand the high cost. This isn't the time as a wedding organizer to promote what are the advantages contained in each package. When discussing wedding planning, the wedding organizer will explain every process from a marriage concept requested by the prospective husband and wife. In this case, the wedding organizer will generally show reference to the wedding party that has been undertaken before to promote the work of the wedding organizer. Reference that already exists will usually be shown through with video or photograph. Prepare for the wedding. After an agreement is made between the wedding organizer and the prospective bride and groom regarding the concept of marriage which has been discussed long ago. The wedding organizer work begins with preparing the wedding ceremony starting with the arrangement of the prospective bride and groom's event. In preparing for the wedding organizer will return to discuss with the family or relative of the prospective bride and groom to discuss matter regarding assistance complementary of to the wedding event such as bridesmaid and reception of invite guests. After that, the wedding decoration is immediately carried off if the wedding is held in building or the installation of tent is the wedding is held outdoor. Then the wedding organizer will also prepare catering, which will be held at Latch D3. Detailing the budget, the wedding organizer must explain in detail to the bride and groom the budget for the overall wedding cost. Indeed, there are some clients who take care of their budget personally, but due to the busy schedule, sometimes clients need a wedding organizer service to manage their budget. When the wedding organizer stops to consider renting a building and making an appointment with the vendor, the wedding organizer must ensure that the total budget for the wedding cost has been agreed upon by various parties, including the bride and groom and also the vendors. The wedding organizer must also be smart in negotiating price with vendors to satisfy client heart. Location of the wedding. After the wedding organizer has received approval on the budget for the bride and groom, it's time to survey the location of the wedding. The wedding organizer will help find a building that fits the wedding concept desired by bride and groom. Then look for comparison between one building and another and find out in detail about building rentals. The wedding organizer must also find out the specific wedding that whether the building can still be rented on that date. After surveying the building, the team can follow up with the client and determine schedule the technical meeting between the building vendor and bride and groom. It is time for the wedding organizer to choose a vendor after successfully getting an agreement with the wedding location, selection, and on the set date. These vendors consist of photographer, videographer, and also flower shops. When you find a vendor that suits the client wishes, the wedding organizer immediately make a appointment to fully anticipate the schedule they have. Weddings. When the long-awaited wedding day arrives, the wedding organizer job is required to work harder when the wedding day arrives. Wedding organizers are required to arrive early to arrange all matters relating to the wedding party. The biggest role of a wedding organizer is when the wedding is going on. Smooth running the event depends on the wedding organizer, and if something goes wrong, of course, all the mistake will be left to the wedding organizer. After that, what must be done is to ensure that the receive information about the rundown of the event. After that, they also have arranged the time is a traditional ceremony is held to always give choice to the traditional ceremony team and inform the documentation team so that everything takes place at the right time. The wedding organizer liaison between vendor because it is impossible if on this specially day the bride and groom are still dealing with vendors. Instead on the wedding day, the time to be enjoyed with family, close relative, and friends. Finish the wedding. The wedding organizer is also in charge of ensuring that after the event is over, it can be organized properly and correctly. Like making sure the delivery and delivery given at the time of the marriage contract store in a safe place. Also, as one of the family member to witness the strong as a proof that the wedding organizer team has helped to keep the dowry in a safe place. After that, the wedding organizer must also ensure that the envelope book book stored is a safe place. In addition to ensuring the safety valuables in the wedding. The wedding organizer is also in charge of arranging a team that will clean up the decoration and return the property that has been used for the wedding. After everything is in order, the wedding organizer job is finished. Okay guys, that was a video about a wedding organizer. Hopefully useful for those of you who will carry out the wedding and will use the service of a wedding organizer. Don't forget, always keep your healthy. Thank you very much for attention and see you next time. Bye bye.